Hi everyone, welcome again to the next video. As you said, this is a dedicated playlist that will touch anything cybersecurity related. So if you have any topics that is hard for you to understand, just put it in the comment section. I should be able to create a video out of it. I'm trying to keep everything under 5 minutes, okay? So today videos will focus more on IT. We've heard so much about information technology, IT. What is IT? Right? Nowadays, me and you, most people said, I work in IT. I want to transition to IT, information technology. But do we really have a good understanding as to what IT is all about? First, again, presented by my humble self, Eunice Abora. And in today's agenda, again, this video I said is for absolute beginner, a newbie, someone who is trying to get started. Oh, education is powerful, just trying to understand some of these terminologies. So today agenda will go through the introduction to information technology, key components of IT, everyday examples of IT, why IT matters, getting started with IT skills, and introduction to information technology. First, what is IT? As just look on the screen there, first it said that is a use of computers or other devices to store, retrieve, transmit, and manage data. Look at it, we have a globe right there. That's the word. Be able to communicate, be able to do stuff, talk to people, be able to transmit data with the help of IT, right, or different devices. And talking of data, data is actually the main key here. What is data? Data is just, I am transmitting data. Talking about Zoom, I'm transmitting data. You might have data on a piece of paper where you write just your first name, your last name, your date of birth, or just an image. If you send somebody a photo of yourself, those are all data. But at the end of the day, you have different devices, different mechanism of sending such data, how it's being stored, how can it be retrieved if something goes wrong with your devices, right? Or your device. And then it also helps solve problem, store information and connect with people. Nowadays, do you have people overseas? How do you communicate with them? Thanks to IT, right? So IT again is that powerful piece and so important. First, let's talk on some of the key components of IT. The very first one has to do with the hardware. And if you look at it there, that is clear, right? It's crystal clear. The physical parts of computer, which involve your laptop, your smartphone, and your servers, right here, these are servers. If you go to most data center, organization data center, you hear the word data center. So center where data are being stored, they are being housed, and that's why they call it data center or data center. Okay. And then you have all those physical devices like your phone. You also have like a USB drive that you want to maybe put to your computer, your printer to be able to extract or store something. So those are all the physical components. Okay. Then the next one has to do with a software component. Software has to do with programs and application that runs on your hardware. For example, your phone. If you look at this diagram right here, you have your phone, you have different applications that run that actually reside on it. Those are the software aspect. For example, Facebook is an application, it's a software. You have LinkedIn, you might have like WhatsApp or any other applications that you have reside. And I really like this diagram. As a matter of fact, I might prepare a video on this. So looking at this, there's something that separates your hardware from the hardware and software components, right? So the hardware where you have the CPU and all those things storage, then guess what? In between the hardware and your application, because then your application reside in between that, okay, that runs on the hardware, you have what they call an operating system. So an operating system is that person that separate your applications and your software and your hardware. And each time, I mean, your software from your hardware. And from the application, now you have the user interface, meaning that if you want to go now to Facebook or you want to go to Amazon to shop, okay, the first you're going to go from an application, it can be your Edge or it can be your Chrome, or you already have the Amazon app installed on your phone. Each time you are clicking on that, that app also reside on your operating system. Okay, so each time you log into the Amazon app, you are actually facing an application. So whatever item that you see, depending on the type of application, it can go a little bit technical, but I think I'll have to prepare a video on that for you guys to visualize how this whole thing works behind the scene. Okay. Then the next one is what data. We already mentioned of data. It's a digital information that we create, use, and manage every day. And looking at this one, how we saw, like, you see the data. And we also created a video on the cybersecurity playlist where we mention encryption, how data is being scrambled to prevent unauthorized usage. That's some of the things that you all can check, and you have different mediums or different devices that we use to transmit this data. It can be in a form of image, video, audio, recording, whatever form, data still remain data. Okay, and that's one of a key component of IT. Another one has to do with networking, right? I believe you have your home Wi-Fi that you're able to communicate. You have a service provider. As a matter of fact, if you are interested, I want to know how the communications happen between you, your service provider. It could be a Spectrum, T-Mobile, or any service provider. Let me know. You have your home router, your modem, but how does this communication, right? Like, how is it being routed? Okay, how does it really happen behind the scene? That's something that you guys need to understand. And organization themselves, they also have their network, right? Local area network, wide area network, local within a local office, that again, they have all the devices that connect together so as to transmit information and store and retrieve the information. Then some of, and like everyday example of IT, the very first one is communication. I am communicating with you all via emails or Zoom. Right now, I'm recording this via Zoom, but you have email, messaging, have like different apps, video calls. I have friends, I have family in Africa, friends in Europe and Asia, everyone in the world, and we do use, different forms to communicate. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite app I use to communicate with everyone of overseas is WhatsApp. And then you see Zoom, you can still connect with people, across the world. Then we also talk of storage and sharing, cloud storage, file sharing on social media. Maybe you have a USB drive, or you can have a physical way of you just sharing. Do you see? This eventually show how it's been stored. If you look at the cloud format, right? Maybe you have your iCloud, your Google Cloud, or whatever cloud you have. But again, those stuff are being stored, and you can also share it with people, right? You can even have something on your Google Drive. You just share it, someone in India or Africa, and they're able to access that, right? Also, they're able to access whatever thing you have there. And that's important. And that's one of the reasons why we also do perform a backup on our WhatsApp. So you are backing up your data, such that in a case where you don't have your phone or it got stolen, you should be able to retrieve and restore and recover from that particular backup. And that's why it's important for you to make sure that you are taking your backup at anything, like literally daily, right? Because if something happens, you should be able to recover from that backup. All right. Then the next one, again, everyday example has to do with problem solving. Who doesn't use Google Map? As a matter of fact, I use Google Map for everything. I do. Okay, I use it for everything. So this is a good one that we can also check. If you want to go across, maybe go to a different state, you definitely, with the help of a Google Map, it should be able to take you there, right? Talking about weather forecasting, like all the hurricanes that we've seen, right? To help do the this weather focus, guys will be able to tell us, and that way, if it means for people to leave that area, for safety measures, then this is the advantage or importance of IT. Then, but why does it matter? Why does IT? Why IT matters? First, we talk about automate tasks which make work faster and more accurate, helps people connect globally through networks. Of course, I'm an example. I communicate with everyone, like, with people, internationally, provide tools for data analysis and insight. And getting started with IT skill, very important. If you are someone who is trying to get started and you don't know how to go about it, very first thing, try to learn how to type. Just get a laptop. Just go there. You have like different app tools that you can learn how to type, learn how to use a mouse. This is a mouse. Can use even the mouse. Oh my goodness. Learn how to use a mouse, okay, or navigate the internet, or how can you even navigate the internet? Another one has to do with common applications like Word, in particular Word processing document, learn how to use Microsoft Word document, because many a times you're going to use that document a lot, right? To send somebody something, you need to know how to use at least even a basic functionalities. And you too have a lot of like good, well-educated video that you can learn, even learn how to use like Excel, actually Word document, Excel, and PowerPoint slide. Those are the major three that you can learn, and also use basic email usage. Nowadays, a lot of us have smartphones, so just even learn how to send email on your phone, right? Try, why did you last send email, to someone, on your phone? That's something you can learn. Put the subject, put the person email, and then type your message and send. And most importantly, cybersecurity awareness. Us using all of these, all the tools, being on the social media space or platforms, how do you also protect yourself? How do you make sure no one is impersonating you? Do you have all it takes to take ownership of your account? And because of that, we had a lot of videos. We've been preaching so much, telling people to be able to enable MFA, that's multi-factor authentication. Have you enabled MFA? Right. Have you enabled across your account, even on your online mobile banking? Because enable MFA, you avoid scam, avoid unauthorized people for getting access to your information, and also prevent someone from impersonating you. All right, so this is just a short video on what IT entails. Hopefully, again, if you have any comment, put it there. If there's anything you want us to address, put it, and we'll be more than happy to address it. Otherwise, we will just choose random topic for this particular dedicated playlist. We'll choose any random topic and take it from there. All right, bye. I will see you all later. Bye.